What's up, everybody? It's the Fire Specialist here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Blazing Emerald. Last time, we explored the Route of Paralysis, as it's always been called, and met up with both Professor Birch and his daughter, our rival, May, and we had another battle with her, where our newly evolved Mauville, one of my most favorite Pokemon in this game, swept her easily, 1v3. Today's episode, we're going to do a bit of exploring around Mauville City, as well as the routes, probably more likely the west of regular Mauville. First things first though, just in case you guys are wanting to know about it, this guy, he's important, as we've already seen some of the rocks. I hear people call me the Rock Smash guy, but I find that sort of degrading. I think I deserve a bit more respect, like maybe the Rock Smash dude. Woohoo! And waha! Yeah! Anyways, your Pokemon look pretty strong. I like that. Here, take this hidden machine. And he gives us HM06, Rock Smash. One of, odd enough, my favorite moves? Probably because of the way it sounds. I'm not really sure. It was a terrible move in Generation 2. But yeah, he gives us Rock Smash, which is kinda needed. It's a 55 base power move. It can be forgotten at any time. So we're gonna go ahead and teach this to our Mauville, so we have ourselves a stab attack for the fighting type. Unfortunately, I do remember this being a pretty interesting Pokemon because Mauville gets a bunch of really good moves. So it kind of suffers from full move slot syndrome. We obviously want to have Peck. Leaf Blade is a strong move with a high crit chance. Knockoff helps us with our psychic weakness, along with being able to hit ghost types. But we want Rock Smash. And with Stab, it is stronger than Knockoff. And we can hit Steel types with it, even though Knockoff can hit Steel types as well. Saw that with the battle against Magnemite in the last episode. Steel does not resist Ghost and Dark. So because of that, we're going to get rid of Knockoff. We have Pursuit. We can always teach it, but Knockoff is a bit better in terms of getting items off of other Pokemon. So now that we have that, pretty positive though, you can't use it outside of battle quite yet, right? Yes, we cannot use it until a new badge is obtained, so no back traveling quite yet. Now, in Slateport, the Pokemon, I forgot to show this on screen, you can buy Harbor Mail. I bought one, but I don't know if it's the same thing that I need in this game. If I had a bike, it'd be easy to just go cycle Slateport for some shopping. I'd be able to buy Harbor Mail. So yeah, you want to have a piece of Harbor Mail, it's only 50 bucks, go ahead and buy it. You've been getting money worth beans, of course. Good beans. Beans, the wonderful beans. But she will give you a coin case in exchange for it. Obviously, you don't need no mail. You want coin case. So there you go. Pick that up right now. It'll be very useful at the game corner. And trust me, you're going to want that. Next things next. This area right here. This is the Hoenn Region Bike Shop. And guess what? They don't cost $1 million. Well, what have we here? A most energetic customer. You may call me Rydell. I am the owner of this cycle shop. Rydell is my name, and I can make my R sound like a motorcycle. Your running shoes, they're awfully filthy. Did you come from far away? Yes. You're saying you came all this way from Little Root Town? My goodness, that's ridiculously far. If you had one of my bikes, you could go anywhere easily while feeling the gentle caress of the wind, and perhaps the waves. I'll tell you what, I will give you a bike. How about I'll give you an egg? How's that sound? Oh, wait a second, I forgot to tell you there are two kinds of bikes. That's right, count them, two bicycles. They are the Muck Bike and the Acro Bike. The Muck Bike is for cyclists who want to feel the wind with their bodies, and an Acro Bike is for those who prefer technical rides. I'm a real sweetheart, so you can have whichever one you like. Which one will you choose? at any time, you can actually come back here and change bikes. So this decision doesn't really matter unless you want to do something sooner rather than later. And sooner we can do stuff with the Mach bike. So we're going to pick up ourselves a Mach bike. This is a faster bike or two as well, which is what he means by feeling the weight across your skin and whatnot. If you get the switch bikes, just come see me. Perfect. So we have the HM. We got a coin case, and we got a Mach bike. So far, every area has been very useful to go into. We'll go in here, though. Check out the Pokemon. I've already sold some items. As you see, we're up to 61,000. And look at what we got here. Probably one of the best Pokeballs for shiny hunting, for Pokédex completion, for roaming legendaries. But yeah, it's the quick ball. This ball works best, I believe, a 4 times catch rate at the very start of a battle. So I will definitely pick up some of these. At least 6? 6 sounds good for now. We can always come back here later. Yeah, they're great. They're really good for Nuzlocke too. I think that's what I was pausing for. I forgot to say that. But, so far, every building has been good. Let's talk to this big roly-poly guy here. Time to go, Grandpa. Did you know you can go from a long way in that direction without changing direction? I might even be able to roll that way. Do you think your Pokemon will want to roll too? I can teach one to move rollout if you like. Yes, this is a move tutor. This is the rollout move tutor. We've already seen rollout though. Let's see. He can teach it once per day. And Pikachu can get rollout? How come Ash's Pikachu never used rollout? That would have been great. That would have been hilarious to see. Kind of like how Steelix can learn rollout in Gen 2. And honestly, I would have loved to have seen Harrison Steelix use rollout against Noctowl. That would have been incredible. We're not going to teach it though. We don't need to teach it, but we can always come back another time if we really need to. And the gym is being blocked. We only got 2 more areas in this town, and gym is being blocked. Well, we need to go ahead and unblock it. Look who it is. No, Uncle, please. I want to challenge this gym and see how much better I become. Please, may I please? Now hold on, Wally. Since you started living with Pokemon, you have grown quite a lot stronger. But don't you think you're passionate to suddenly challenge a gym? I'm not passionate. If I trust in my Pokemon, we can beat anyone. Oh, hi, Fire. I've gotten a lot stronger since we met. Fire, I want you and my uncle to understand that. Fire, please, will you have a battle with me? Sure, let's see what you got there, green-haired boy. Fire, thank you. Okay, here I come. What does Wally have? In the base Hoenn games, this is a pathetic battle. Thankfully, they gave him a bit of an upgrade. Here's 3 Pokemon, starting off with Swablu, level 24, normal and flying type. I guess we'll just use Rock Smash. Oh, it's not very effective. You are not normal and flying. Are you Flying Fairy? You must be Flying Fairy. Oh, that does a lot. Dazzle does? Leaf Blade? I want to say Dazzle does this like Super Fang. Okay, so I'm wrong again. You are Fairy and Flying in this game. Which means Altaria must be Dragon Fairy. I didn't remember that. But hey, Pikachu can level 33. So there's that. And you have a Magnemite. You might have Sturdy. Magnum might have Sturdy. But we will take a chance though, because right now, Milwaukee's on a bit of a tear with these 3-on-3 rival battles. No Sturdy. Sorry, Wally. A Swablu, a Magnemite, and who else do you have? Curlia. Curlier, though, being a psychic and fairy type, this one's female, so he will not get a Gallade, which is in this game, by the way. I failed to mention that in the second or third episode. Routes can evolve into Gallade. If you want a Gallade, you have to have a male Routes and a Dawnstone. Hope I'm right on that as well. All these extra stones they put in Gens 4 and onward. The Dusk Stone, the Dawn Stone, the Shiny Stone, the Sunstone. Some of them kind of sound a bit familiar, but Malarkey wins it again. 1v3. Uncle, I'll go back to Earth and Turf. Fire, thank you. Being a trainer is tough, isn't it? It's not enough just to have Pokemon and make them battle. That isn't what being a real trainer is about. But I won't give up now. One day, my Pokemon are going to be even stronger than you, Fire. Wally, what's gotten into you? I've never seen you this riled up before. Come on, let's go home. Everyone's waiting for you. Do you give me something? Fire, it just dawned on me that Wally sees you as somewhat of a rival now, Kakashi. Please keep an eye out for the boy. You just say for the boy. You didn't say for your boy, you say for the boy. I want to support his newfound passion for Pokemon battling, but I couldn't stand seeing him get hurt. Anyways, why don't you come visit us in Verdantuf sometime? I'm sure Wally would enjoy it. Yeah, oh, and look who it is. I was watching that match. You're friends with that boy Wally, aren't you? But you didn't hold back and beat him impressively. Yeah, that's what a real Pokemon battle is about. I idolize trainers like that. I'll be cheering for you. So, I just held up off screen real quick. The Pokemon Gym. Pretty positive we're not going to run into the same issue as last time, because I don't think there's any more roadblocks. However, we're not ready for this gym battle. You will see, hopefully, this episode what we will have in mind. But before we go do that, yeah, the game corner is probably one of the best parts about Blazing Emerald. You can play the slots and everything, or you can buy coins. This is Mauville Game Corner. We're looking for coins. It's 1,000 for 50 coins, or 10,000 for 500 coins. At the moment, we can get 3,000 coins. But if you do really well with your money management, you can probably get even more coins. However, this is the coin exchange. There are a few things you can get here. You got the Dream Ball, the Link Stone, which is how you evolve your Trade Evolution Pokemon. That's worth 2,000 coins, so about 40,000 bucks. It's not that bad. And you also have Pokemon here. Gibble, a Dragon and Ground type, evolves at level 24 into Gabite and level 48 into Garchomp. If you've played Sinnoh, you know about Garchomp. It gets access to Dragon Rage, and soon you'll be able to get Dig on it. It's a great Pokemon. You just have to put in a little bit of effort though. It doesn't evolve as late as some pseudos. For example, Larvitar. This is a Rock and Ground type Pokemon that will evolve at level 30 into Pupitar, and then level 55 into Tyranitar, which is a Rock and Dark type. And as of this point in the series, it's still the only Rock Dark type. Over 1,000 Pokemon, and Tyranitar is the only Rock and Dark type. It's got great stats, great offensive capabilities for the physical attack, even has good special. So you can make use of moves like Flamethrower, Ice Beam, and Thunderbolt, and I think even Surf. It gets the setup move Dragon Dance and can create a Sandstorm upon entering the battle, which can give it a boost to its special defense. It's a good Pokemon. You don't even really have to have a Sandstorm team to make it work. And now the elephant in the room. Vitalian. This is an interesting Pokemon. As far as I know, this is the only place you can get Vitalian. It is 9,000 coins. So it's about 180,000 bucks to get. Its type is question mark. Doesn't actually have a type, and it does not evolve. It has the ability called Amalgam, which is basically like Protean. Have you seen Greninja? Have you seen Kecleon? Libero? Masquerado's Protean? Yeah, it will change its type to whatever move it uses. So, starts out typeless and gains a type depending on the move that you use. Its stats are where it's most interesting. It has an attack, special attack, and speed of base 10. Yeah, it's almost like Shuckle in a way, but not really, because its base defense is 130, base special defense is 130, and its HP is a base 250. It's Shuckle, except its HP is the size of a Blissey and it has half of the defenses. If you want to use it, you can, but it'll be very interesting to say the least. You're going to take a long time doing damage and a long time dying. So there is that. Over here, though, you got a couple other things. The Firestone, the Water Stone, and the Thunderstone. This is how you can evolve your Eevee into Flareon, Vaporeon, or your Pikachu into a Raichu. I don't think I want to do this quite yet. I would like to continue to use Pikachu some. Pikachu does have the Light Ball mode, which we can hopefully maybe get at a later time. But also, I want to make sure I have all the moves I want before we evolve into Raichu. I don't remember if it learns any moves like normal. So, just remember, if you want to evolve it, now's your chance. You have access to evolving multiple Pokemon. Even Pokemon like Lombre can now evolve into Ludicolo. And, Eevee and maybe a few others as well that I'm not thinking of. But, yeah. This is a great spot, especially those Link Stones. It's only, what was it, 1,000 to about 20,000 per stone, I think. Is that right? Make sure I'm saying it right. Yeah, you get 500 coins for 10,000. Yeah, 20,000 to evolve your Pokemon. I don't think I'm going to do that yet, though. However, you want to come back here, behind this plant. Very rocket-like, if you know what I mean, from Pokemon Yellow. This floor panel seems loose. Yeah. If I can win, we'll be able to buy a Link Stone in no time. My lousy Graveler. Oh, that's mean. Graveler's awesome. My luck can only last so long. This is too much for me. Here, take some coins. He will give you some coins. But now, in terms of this floor panel back here, you want to come over here to this red button. Because whenever we see a button in the Pokemon game, we have to click it. Hey! Hidden button on the wall. Not really hidden. Let's push it. And what happens? A hole appears. There's a hole in the floor. Would you like to jump down? Welcome to the Trader's Den. A new area here in Blazing Emerald. It's got some new games as well, some NPCs, but there's two things here that are most important. And this guy is one of them, and we're not going to be able to do it. But I'll give you a little tease of what we will eventually get at some point. Hello there. You look like quite the discerning trainer. Well, I have got just a Pokemon for you. Feast your eyes on this beauty. Yeah, he has a Galarian Zapdos from the Isle of Armor. Galarian Zapdos. You can actually get it from this guy. But there's one little problem. The bike might not cost 1,000, but the Pokemon does. You can get more than $1 million in this game. Hopefully I'm not remembering that wrong. So yeah, when I first saw this, I thought this was a scam. But once you get $1 million, you're able to get Galarian Zapdos. It's a fighting and flying type. And it's really good, actually. We'll go into about it more in the post game when we go over the legendary Pokemon, because oh boy, there are a lot. Now, this is the real moneymaker here. That hunk of metal over there is the Wonder Machine. You pay a fee anonymously to a trainer at one of our other locations. Whenever a Pokemon comes out, it's up to chance. Yeah. We can actually pay 10,000 to Wonder Trade, except we don't lose a Pokemon. We pay 10,000 and we get a Pokemon. There are common Pokemon and rare Pokemon here. From time to time, I think I'll come over here and see what we get. You never know, we might get something a bit good for the team. Even though I do have a team laid out, you never know what you might get. So, we'll do this once and we'll see what happens. Oh, hey, we got Cleffa. The pre-evolution of the starter we didn't get, Clefairy. I believe all of these Pokemon are level 5. Yeah, so they will take some training. Fairy type or Trace. No. And hey, it has Milk Drink. So, all these Milk Drink baby Pokemon, there you go. So, that's about it for right here. When you want to leave, you're back in the secret tunnel. Yeah. So, I will see you guys back in Mauville. Off screen, Wally called us. After taking a certain amount of steps, he will give you his number and you can call him back and forth. Now, before we end off the episode, Route 117, I do want to go ahead and come on to here. You can get these berries. 6 repair berries? Repair? We would like the pair. Some of these berries is kind of useless. They're like certain berries that you don't really do much with. Now, I want to play the Dodge Everybody game because we don't need to fight any of these people here yet. And I would like to use them for training. Any item back here? No. No item back here. We will go after this item another time because, I mean, I'm planning to fight these trainers off screen because I know your game. Okay, you're just doing that. Can we find anything down here? Yeah, there are some items down here. Probably hidden item. Repel. Nothing there. Probably nothing there. And a Great Ball. Alright. Like I said, this is just a route for the trainers. Great for training fodder. I recommend you definitely take them on. I will be doing it off screen. And Verdant Turf Town, we're going to take care of next time as well. As you see, we have another battle tent here. And there is a thing or two that's very interesting here. But besides that, welcome back to the Rush Turf Tunnel. Yeah. Let's go ahead and head up here. And you know what? We'll battle you real quick. What do you call a wild man up in the mountains? A mountain man, right? So why don't they call a Pokemon in the mountains a mountain Pokemon? I think they do in Kalos. You got the mountain Pokedex, right? Is that still a thing? Hiker Mike? Hiker Miker? Mike and Ike likes to hike? She's got a Geodude. An extreme Geodude. But we have to go for that Leaf Blade, though. 4 times the damage. Look at that. Instantly getting KO'd. No chance of surviving that. After all, we will not be skipping battles. And keep in mind, with that bike, we can actually go on the bike path. So, there's a lot of trainers that we can fight. But, I mean, if you've seen one battle, you've seen them all. They are optional, as you already know. So you guys can definitely go do it. I recommend you go do it. I will be doing it off screen for a certain reason that you're about to see. And I'm very, very excited about. Ferocity goes down with 35. And we're trying to ingrain. I don't think we need ingrain. I like the moveset that we have right now. Ingrain is a move though that will implant your roots into the ground so you can heal up at the end of every turn. Kind of like Aqua Ring. Aqua Ring. The only downside is you can't switch out after using ingrain. You actually get to see that in the Masters 8. Craig Diddley from Steven uses a ingrain attack. And even Alon is like, you can't switch out after using ingrain. So really cool they actually kept that effect in. As we know, not all Pokemon effects are kept equal in the anime. Malakita goes down with 32. Still wondering when we learn like Aerial Ace or something. And Hiker Micah with the Mike and Ike's was defeated. We gotta come on up here and look like there were some people here. Unfortunately though, we can't save them yet. We can't use Rock Smash outside of battle. But we will be coming back here though soon enough. We do have an item here, the Max Ether. That's like an upgraded Ether and Elixir kind of. It heals all of the moves by 10 power points. I don't really want to use a repel yet. Let's just go on. Really? Let's just go down here. Thank you. Route 116. Let's talk to this funny man right here, as we all know. I dropped my glasses. Even though he is literally wearing some. Can you help me find them? Yeah, right here. Black glasses. They raise the power of dark type moves by 20%. Ash's Crocodile was wearing them. I dropped my glasses, can't we find them? Those glasses, may I see them for a second? These are black glasses, they're not what I'm looking for. Maybe my glasses aren't around here. And he just dips. He does not care. So, we have an item right here. HP up. Another good EV type of item. Great for selling too. But the most important thing, we're standing right in front of it. A doorway to a new area here in Blazing Emerald. The Burning Grotto. And as a fire type specialist. Sorry about that. Throat kind of dry. But yeah, as a fire type specialist, I love this place. Unfortunately, we can't really do much here. Except there are some fun Pokemon here, like Magby and I believe Magmar as well. My first time playing through this game, I used a Magmar I caught here. You can get Zubat, which is not anything new. What else is here? The Zubat, which is not new. You do find another PP up. That's number 3. That's awesome. And anything over here? Another Pokemon, maybe one we want to see. Numor, the fire and ground type. Hey, at least we have Malarkey now. Something that can take ground type attacks very easily. And nothing else. Yeah, as of right now, this is as far as we can go. We will obviously have to come back for strength. But there's something that we want here. And it's not Geodude. Well, not what we're actually looking for, but proof's in the pudding. You can find a wild Magmar here with 2 badges. If you're looking for a fire type, this is one of the best ones you can get right now. I have found 3 Magmar and a shiny Zubat! Before I could find... I'm not shiny hunting. I'm trying to find a certain Pokemon that I want to add to my team. Yeah, but instead we find a shiny Zubat. What? This is ridiculous. We're not gonna use it. But I mean, I would take a shiny though. It's hilarious. This is not what I want though. I've been here for like almost 10 minutes. I am not shiny hunting. Why can't I found 7 Magmars and 2 shinies? I just want the Pokemon to pop up. I'm not complaining about shinies, but I just want the Pokemon I want to show up. Pikachu goes level 34 and trying on an Electro Burst. This episode. I'm ready to end the episode. What is this? It's a special electric type move, 85 power, may lower the foe's accuracy. It is slightly weaker than Thunderbolt. What about its accuracy? I didn't say accuracy. It has less power points. So, you know what? I'm gonna say no. If we want to be creative, we have Flash. Electro Burst is a cool sounding move, though. Not gonna lie. The Gnome Pokemon. Yes, I know. We have 2 shinies. I'm not trying to shiny hunt, please. I have found 13 Magmars and 2 shiny Pokemon. Dreepy is only, well, it's a 1% encounter. But I mean, the shinies were 1 in 1,000 each. That is ridiculous. Yes, you know what? The cat is out of the bag. Dreepy is going to be, Hoennian Dreepy is going to be our next team member. And just like that, we catch it. Absolutely no struggle. Just insane. I might have to like deposit the other Pokemon. Now, I will say about Dreepy though. Hold on, let me find it in my notes. I'm probably definitely not going to look for another one. Both abilities are good. It can get Levitate or Technician. I think I would rather have Levitate, but Technician can power up its weaker attacks as well. It will evolve into the Hoennian Dracloak at level 35, and it will fully evolve into Hoennian Dragapult at level 50. So this will probably be one of our later evolutions, of course. Dragapult though has not as much speed as you would think. And fun fact, you know what, I'll probably get into it at a later time actually. I'll just say this, a Dragapult has cost me a Nuzlocke in this game before. As a Dragapult, it has base 112 speed, 120 special attack, and 100 physical attack. With base 118 HP, it actually has some bulk behind it. With those 75 in the defenses. But it is a fire and dragon type, similar to Mega Charizard X, and of course Reshiram, being weak to dragon, rock, and ground. And not being weak to ice or fairy thanks to that fire typing. And not being weak to ground if it has levitate. So this is a great Pokemon, and we don't really use a whole bunch of pseudos here on the channel. So I kind of thought this would be great. As you guys remember, this was an option for a starter Pokemon. So with that, I don't want to see no more Pokemon. I don't care. We're going to go back to Pokemon Center and take a look at our shinies we got and our new team member. Alright, after about half an hour of hunting on speed up, we finally have our new Pokemon. Pokemon number 4 for the Blazing Emerald team. I don't know which one of you I want to get rid of. Hold on. We will want to keep one of the higher level ones. Oh, you're all level 34. You know what? We'll just get rid of you then. So sorry there, buddy. You don't have an item, thankfully, so... Dreepy, welcome to the team. Let's take a look at you. You are impish nature. So, minus special attack plus defense. You know, I probably would go back and hunt for another Dreepy after all. I'll do that off screen, but you guys now know what our Pokemon is. It will have Smokescreen, Twister, Bite, and Dragon Rage. Dragon Rage should come in very handy, so... what's your ability though? Levitate. We will see. I'll capture another one and then check a look at that because that's the ability I want. So we will see. Just for the hell of it. The shiny Zubat is brave. That's not good nature at all. And you are hasty. Interesting, but we got 2 shinies in today's episode. And our 4th team member. Next time though, on Pokemon Blazing Emerald, we'll continue to look around some and probably go have our gym battle. See you guys then.